Live from the Iowa State Fair, this is KCCI 8 News at 5.
And good afternoon. Thank you for joining us for KCCI 8 News at 5, live from the Mid-American Energy Stage at the Iowa State Fair. I'm Stacy Horst.
And I'm Jason Sadego. Just a reminder that we're also streaming this show live right now on our very local app. And if you don't have it, there's more. You can find even more news and Iowa content on that. Folks at home, scan the QR code right. I'm going to see if I can point to this. It's right there at the bottom of your screen. Truly interactive experience here, let me tell you. But yes, download that, and you can even get past shows and stuff other than just streaming. So a cool setup that we have got for you guys, but you got a pretty cool setup at the fair, Stacey.
Absolutely, absolutely. Now, we need to share some breaking news with you today at 5. The best new fair food was announced. Who here has tried some of the best new fair foods this year? All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So we had the grinder ball, the Iowa Twinkie, and the deep fried brisket mac and cheese grilled cheese. Those were the top 3 finalists. So the big winner is
the 2023 Best New Food, the Iowa State Fair, Joni Bell. What's your cheese? Come on out.
What's Your Cheese? It comes from What's Your Cheese. It's the mac and cheese sandwich between 2 slices of bacon cheddar bread, then deep fried and served with raspberry chipotle barbecue sauce. Doesn't that sound good?
I want to show all the people behind the scenes, you know, making it happen, and it's not all about me. It's all our team here that makes this thing happen, because there's a lot of work that goes into this.
Yeah, it's a delicious sandwich. So What's Your Cheese is directly south of the Ann and Bill Riley stage. It's been a busy place since the fair started, so use your time in line to build up the appetite, because you're going to need it. It's good.
Yeah, and food is part of the glitz here and the glamour of the fair, but let's not forget why the Iowa State Fair started in the first place.
That's right. We're talking about the livestock shows. Every year, thousands of 4-Hers and FFA students show animals at the fair. Let's hear it for all those kids who do all that hard work and the parents who support them. Yeah, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work. Now, today, Bo Bowman caught up with a Family Today showing in the steer show.
That's right. We hung out with Luke and Logan Guthrie. They're from Marshalltown. They are 12-year-old twins that showed semi-tall steers, and they turned 13 years old tomorrow. And they say they always celebrate at the Iowa State Fair. They eat brisket instead of cake, but they put in work on their cattle all year long. Luke's steer was actually born a little bit late in June of last year, and it was actually a surprise. They walked out to their pasture and just found its mother calving. But he still finished 4th in his class. Logan, on the other hand, he had a little bit of tough luck today. His 1,200-pound steer stepped on his foot in the middle of the show. But get this, he kept a brave face. I did not see him shed a tear. I really did not. He did a great job. And after that, I went up to him, talked to him. He denied any pain, and then he lifted his jeans, and you could see a brace. He tore his ACL last month on the same leg. So it's just been a really tough luck, but he did really great. Take a look at this awesome moment between him and his dad after the show.
Head up, okay? Get it. And give up. There was multiple people that lost them. Relax. You're done now, okay? All right? You're fine. Grab a picture and I'll take him back, okay? You did fine. You're here. You did it, okay? Proud of you. All right? You did good.
Luke and Logan, they are not complainers. Like I said, he did not admit feeling hurt at all.
Wow.
And he's just happy to be here and be able to show him the Iowa State.
A true showman.
Yes, absolutely.
Love
absolutely.
that. Love
Give
that.
Logan a round of applause.
Exactly. Thank you, Bo. You've had some fun stories. We've appreciated it. Thank you so much. Okay, Jason, who do y'all have on stage?
I have Lindsey Sterling right now. She is tonight's grandstand headliner. Everybody, can we give Lindsey a big welcome, please? Lindsey is a genre-bending violinist who kind of puts classical music, electronic, dubstep, all of that together. How long have you been playing?
Oh, gosh. That's like asking a lady her age. I've been playing for 30 years.
30 years? Did you have like a 3-decade celebration then?
I should have. Tonight is the 3-decade celebration of my starting violin.
Everybody better be there. So is this your first time at the Iowa State Fair?
It is, and we were just chatting. This is a massive state fair. I'm very impressed.
It's awesome. And have you seen any of the contests here?
No, I haven't. Not today.
There's a lot. Have you tried any of the food?
Oh yes, I have. I love state fair food, so I tried lots of fried things, which is great. Do you guys have a chicken calling competition?
We have a husband calling competition.
Really?
Absolutely we do. And it's something that you should never miss because it is insanely.
I need to see that.
Did they do it already? Oh, that's sad. That makes me sad. Anyway, you've had a huge career, Lindsay, and it's been awesome watching you the past decade or so. So what's next for you?
The Iowa State Fair, to be exact, tonight. Next for me, I'm working on a new album.
Well, we really can't wait to hear it. What can people expect at your show?
Ooh, I am really excited about this show. I have the most amazing team of dancers that I get to work with and be on stage with every night, an amazing band. We do aerial work, so we're up spinning in the air. Anyways, it's just a very dynamic, full of costumes and sparkles, fun show.
So you got music, you got acrobatics, you got choreography, you got a little bit of everything. Well, tickets are still available to catch you tonight at the Grandstand. Show begins at 8. Thank you so much for being here. That was really kind of you.
Thank you so much, you guys. Enjoy the fair.
You too.
Well, we don't like to just tell you about stuff that's going on. We like to participate too. Sports Director Scott Reister is here with us today. Let's hear it for Scott Reister. All right, Scott, you've been covering some of the contests today, including the cow chip throwing. How did that go?
Yeah, the cow chip throwing.
Yeah.
I've been to Super Bowls and All-Star games, but cow chip throwing, I didn't want to get my hands too dirty, so we sent Shannon Earhart, of course. She didn't exactly volunteer. We said, you know what, Shannon, I got the greatest assignment ever for you. So Shannon Earhart, one of the people out there, throwing cow chips as far as they could. I asked her what it felt like. She said she tried not to think about it. But, so that's the answer for that one. But yeah, the winning throw was by someone from the Iowa Wild, 143 feet.
Whoa.
Yeah, Shannon came in 9th in her division. So definitely the Iowa State Fair at its finest.
Oh, yeah, and horseshoe throwing too, right?
Yeah, horseshoe throwing. Shannon tried out a little horseshoe throwing. That's going on. Friday. Horseshoe pitching. Yeah, Shannon didn't get any ringers out there. That's what they're called.
Right.
Horseshoe jargon, but a lot of fun out there, and go check that out. Ends on Friday.
And who's your guest?
My guess, I don't have a name for this. It's a rubber chicken, but yeah. So interesting thing about the rubber chicken throwing contest, it used to be rolling pins, and ladies would have a contest to see who could throw rolling pins the farthest. As you might imagine, it broke a few windshields, the people got hit, so about 15 years ago they transitioned into rubber chickens. I gave it a shot. I think I did all right, and I did not win. Of course, it was a ladies rolling pin competition, but I have an amazing story about the winner, a 4-time champion, coming up at 6. So be sure to tune that down there. Anybody want to try to catch this? Yeah, hands up. All right, hold on, right here. I don't want to hurt anybody. This thing has some weight. There you go. Hey, all right, slam dunk. There
It's
you go.
heavier than you think.
It is, yeah.
Thank you,
You
Scott.
bet.
So before we get into some tasty foods, we have some news of the day to tell you about. And Laura Terrell and Todd Magel will tell us some of those stories coming up right now in studio.
All right, thanks so much, Stacy. Well, before we get to that, we do, have some big news, breaking news, actually.
That's right, we do. The head football coach at Nottoway Valley has been arrested for sexually abusing a child.
Ryan Kissel is in the Union County Jail tonight. Kissel faces 46 felony charges. Those range from sexual abuse and lascivious acts with a child. Court documents say he abused at least one child over a 10-year period. Some of these claims go back to 2013. KSOM Radio in Atlantic reports this is Kissel's first year at Nottoway Valley. He previously worked in the Creston School District and currently lives in Creston. We will have more on this breaking story tonight at 6, 9, and 10 and on KCCI.com and our mobile app.
Also new at 5, police are investigating shots fired near a Southside Hy-Vee. Police say 2 vehicles met in the parking lot of Hy-Vee at Southeast 14th, and conversation led to an exchange of gunfire. Now, there were no reports of people hurt or property damage, but police did find some shell casings.
Right now, a road into an area on Maui scorched by deadly wildfire is back open for residents to return to whatever is left of their homes.
At least 106 people died in those fires. Many of them still have not been identified. And the White House announced today that President Joe Biden and the First Lady will be visiting Maui on Monday.
They'll view the damage and meet with first responders and survivors. Biden has already promised that the federal government will help for as long as it takes the island to recover.
And we have plenty more news, local news for you tonight on KCCI 8 News at 6.
But of course, there is a lot to cover out at the Iowa State Fair, including the beautiful weather, Jason. There is a lot to cover out of the beautiful weather, Jason.
I mean, this is some of the nicest weather we've ever had at the State Fair. It really is. I mean, it's hot out here today. It's a little humid. Isn't it nice? I did this just for you guys. There'll be a tip jar out front. I've used that joke like 10 times, so anyway. But yeah, no, we've got a beautiful, beautiful day out there right now. Temperature's a little warm. We've been hanging out in the middle 80s for a lot of the afternoon here, but the sun's shining. Things are looking great. You look at satellite and radar, we don't have any rain out there, hardly even cloud cover out there. So really beautiful day to head out to the State Fair. Temperature-wise, again, we've largely been in the low to mid 80s today, and really, besides tomorrow, it's only going to get warmer from here. So if you want to get out and enjoy the fair, there is no time like the present. If you do have plans to head out and see Lindsey Sterling tonight at the grandstand, which you all should, it looks beautiful. We're going to be seeing clear skies for that. Temperatures winding back down into the 70s. So it should be a comfortable night for a show to go and to listen to some amazing music.
Thank you, Jason. Now, here is a special treat on this Fair Wednesday, a deep-fried strawberry shortcake on a stick. Can we hear the ooh? Yeah, and they're gorgeous. They taste as good as they look, too. Liz Smith from Smith's is here. Tell us about what goes into this treat.
Well, we take a strawberry shortcake roll, we put it on a stick and freeze it, and then we dip it in a sweet funnel cake batter and fry it. Then we top it with whipped cream and a strawberry drizzle.
Oh my gosh, that's so good. How did you develop this? How did you come up with this idea?
I came up with it about 10 years ago, actually. We owned a funnel cake stand and we were on our carnival, and I was just trying to figure out different things to fry. But in the trailer that we had here at the State Fair, it didn't quite work, so we wanted to wait for a great time to bring it to the fair.
And this is a perfect time. So where can folks find you?
We are east of the Riley stage on Rock Island.
And boy, I think it's time to share those treats. Let's share the treats. And folks, give them a little encouragement there. And again, you can find Smith's and their deep-fried strawberry shortcake on a stick on the east side of the Bill and Ann Riley stage. So we'll go ahead and pass those out. All right. We're going to take a couple minutes for folks to enjoy their snack, and when we come back, we have some great fun things, and we're talking more animals, super cute animals. We'll be right back.
I think it's
Welcome back to KCCI 8 News at 5, live from the Mid-American Energy stage. We want to make sure you don't miss out on any of the fun, including little baby goats. The folks watching from home on our very local app can scan the QR code, and it's on the lower right portion of your screen there. So if you can do that, you can get that very local app, and you can be streaming us live and checking out old newscasts and all that too. So you won't miss out on any of the fun.
I know, it's so cute. Now, new this year, we have a KCCI Experience booth located just up the road from the Mid-American Energy stage, between the Fun Forest stage and the Ag building. We have a small studio set up there. You can see what it's like to put on a newscast. We'd love to have you come see us. From 5:30 to 6:30, we are offering visitors a chance to put their anchoring skills to the test. You may even find your audition posted on our website, kcci.com.
Baby animals are being born literally every single day at the State Fair. And you can see many of them for yourself at the Animal Learning Center. We introduced you to 2 babies on Monday. And, well, we got more, don't we, Stacy?
I know. You kind of hijacked this one, I think. And he's adorable, so I would say. And so Rebecca from Diamond Trail FFA is here with us today. So, Rebecca, tell us about this fur baby right now.
So this is Phoebe. She's just over 8 days old, and she's a pygmy goat.
Oh, how cute. So what are pygmy goats known for?
They're mainly just hobby goats, and families love to have them on their farm.
Are they known for cuddling? That might be my favorite thing in the whole world right now. This is amazing.
So tell us what happens in the Animal Learning Center.
So the Animal Learning Center is a very large building that kids and everyone can come and see animals that they haven't seen before.
And when can people come see the babies?
The building opens at 9 and closes at 8.
Jason wants to know if he can take Phoebe home.
You cannot take Phoebe home.
She's mine, I'm sorry.
So you have a special event, Snuggles and Cuddles. Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, so Snuggles and Cuddles is from 8 a.m. to 9 a.m. And I believe it's every other morning, and it's where people can, they come in early and they can help us with morning chores, and they get a snuggle and cuddle with goats like Phoebe.
Oh, everybody together. Oh, I mean, adorable. Well, Rebecca, Phoebe, thank you so much. It was great to meet you. Ladies and gentlemen, Cuddles and Snuggles, Rebecca and Phoebe.
Is there like a checkout period for them?
Can't take her home. So one of the fun things for kids at the fair includes the interactive Little Hands on the Farm exhibit. Oh, did you hear her? The activities teach kids between the ages of 2 and 10 just how important agriculture is to our daily lives. Families can check it out at the Kids Zone every day of the fair from 9 a.m. to 7:30 p.m. And the next few days will be great for cold drinks and beer drinkers. Listen up. Fit and Fierce 515 Yoga in Waukee is hosting beer yoga every morning at the Bud Tent. How about that?
Sounds pretty good.
I know. Despite the name, it is a family-friendly event. The kids or anybody can come in and participate. They just don't drink the beer. How about that?
Yep, everybody's got to have their fun.
Everybody that's here for the fair is just here with their Iowa hearts open, and we're a local Iowa business in one of the small towns of Iowa, which is what makes our state the great state it is. And so when you combine the two together and you add a little cold beer on a hot day, it's just magic in itself. All right, let's close it out. All the way forward.
Starting tomorrow morning, it'll be held at the Rest. Rest of the fair starting at 11 a.m., beer and yoga. And don't worry about bringing your own yoga mat. Those are provided. How about that?
That's pretty great.
Yeah.
That's pretty great. And we'll definitely have decent weather for everything. Even goat cuddling.
Always good weather for goat
It
cuddling.
is. But yeah, no, today's been pretty good so far. I mean, we've got temperatures that have been in the middle 80s, so we're starting to ramp back up, getting back into more fair time temperatures. So I'm sorry to say the cool temperatures we've had have moved on for us, but we're going to continue to build from here. Looking out at local satellite, though, you can see not a lot going on for us out there at the moment. Skies are very clear, and even statewide, we've got those clear skies. So if you haven't made it a point to get outside, I would encourage you to do so because things are looking good for us weather-wise as we go hour by hour here. You can see the rain chances are going to stay far to the northeast for us. We've got some chances for showers and storms, but that's pushing more into Wisconsin than it is into Iowa. So should be dry over the next few days for us there. As we look into the evening forecast tonight, again, temperatures dropping upper 50s to low 60s for most of us. Skies are going to be clear out there. And as we head across the state tonight, you can see not getting too cool. It'll be pretty comfortable if you've got plans on staying late at the State Fair. You're not going to run into anything weather-wise tonight that'll get in your way. And even as we look ahead and towards tomorrow, going to see that temperature take a little bit of a dip. We'll see that down to around 80 degrees or so. So if you are looking for a cooler day, we have got one more before the warm-up really starts to kick in. We're going to start to see those temperatures ramp up even further as we head in towards the weekend here. So as we look at the temperatures for tomorrow, again, low 80s, some of us not making it out of the upper 70s. That 8-day forecast, we're going to be seeing 90s by this weekend. Could even be pushing 100 degrees for some of us. We're going to be seeing heat indices potentially even higher than that as dew points rise. Start to see that moisture building as well. So the sweat factor that we are so used to at the State Fair is going to be returning. If you're holding off until this weekend to go to the State Fair, make sure you hydrate, make sure you take those breaks. Because it is going to be looking to be a hot one out there. But make sure you get out and enjoy the day today, guys. It's looking beautiful.
All right, thank you, Jason. Thank you. Have you ever tried playing drums, guitar, harmonica all at the same time? A lot of instruments all at the same time? No, me either. We are going to introduce you to someone who can do it and do it very well right after the break.
Get caught up on local news, originals, and more. Download the Very Local app and stream for free today.
Mid-American Energy Stage at the Iowa State Fair.
That's right. The phrase one-man band gets thrown around a lot, but here is the real deal. Bandaloni. Let's hear it for Bandaloni. So Paul David's been strolling around the fairgrounds with his act. Paul, how long have you been doing this? How many years at the fair?
I think it was 2008, so do the math. That was my first year here, 2008.
So it's been quite a few years. Let's give him a round of applause. So, Paul, you have an incredible setup going on here. How long did it take you to learn how to do all of this at the same time?
Well, 4 years of university, first of all. Yeah, and I've been doing it, it'll be my 25th anniversary next year.
Get out. We need a cake. I think we need a cake.
I think perhaps. And a keg and a cake.
We'll combine them, it'll be good.
We'll start with the keg. Yeah. So Paul's going to play us out, but we will be back tomorrow for KCCI 8 News at 5 live at the Mid-American Energy Stage. So come on out and see us. Paul, take it away.
Well, thank you. All right, everybody, put your hands together just like this. Come on now. Help me out. Well, life on the farm, I kind of lay back. Ain't much an old country boy like me can't hack. Early to rise, early in the sack. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, the simple kind of life never did me no harm. Raising me a family and working on the farm. My days are all filled with an easy country charm. Thank God I'm a country boy. Well, I got me a fine wife, I got me old fiddle. In the sunshine, my buck, I came down the griddle. Life ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Thank God I'm a country boy. When the work's all done and the sun stay low, pull out my fiddle and I run up the bow. When the kids are asleep, I keep it kind of low. Thank God I'm a country boy. I play selling good all day if I could, but the Lord and my wife wouldn't take it very good. I fiddle when I can, work when I should. Thank God I'm a country boy. Not me a fine, 'cause I got the old fiddle. One from another, I take another fiddle. I ain't nothing but a funny, funny riddle. Well, I wouldn't trade my life for diamonds or jewels. Never was one of those money.